Okay folks, just wanted to take a little bit of time to shoot a very brief video with a few notes about the parts for this engine. I'm sure you see from my previous video that I purchased genuine parts to put this back together. Just sort of give you a little bit of information about those parts, and the parts that I took off the engine might help you out a little bit when you come to buy parts for the job. I'll do my best in a minute to tell you who makes the current genuine parts, and I'll tell you about the parts that I removed off of the engine. So far as I can tell, before I changed the belts, they were last changed about 5 years and 50,000 miles ago, but from what I can gather, they hadn't been doing the necessary checks and adjustments, because I found the main timing belt wasn't out of adjustment, but the pump belt was out and the injection pump timing was also out, so they certainly hadn't been doing it by the book. What I took off were Gates belts, which were both in very good condition and would have no problem using them again in the future. The rollers that I removed, all three of them were manufactured by a company called Litton's, and they were in very good condition when I removed them from the car. Bearings were good, no strange noises, no play, anything like that. So, they didn't have any, genuine parts marks on them. As for the new genuine parts that I've purchased, I'm almost certain the belts are manufactured by Continental. Took a good look at the three rollers that I've purchased, and just like the ones that are removed, they're manufactured by Litton's. Only differences between the ones I've purchased and the ones I took off are that the metal work on the back of them is sprayed black instead of being just plain metal, and on the back of the tensioner for the main timing belt there's a little Volvo sticker, and if you peel that off, underneath there's a Volkswagen and an Audi logo stamped into it. If you have a look at the rollers for the injection pump, they also carry Volkswagen and or Audi logos on them somewhere, but so far as I can tell, the rollers that I removed were the same design as the genuine parts ones. Same size, same weight to them, only difference being, as I've mentioned, the paint and the absence of those marks. Final thing I just wanted to talk about is the water pump. Now the pumps originally fitted to these engines are well known for not being of the best quality, and read a few horror stories of the belts failing on these engines just short of the second timing belt interval, because the bearing in the water pump seizes up, and obviously the belt tries to keep going and the teeth strip off and bye bye engine. I took a good look at the pump when I took it off. It's, going by the date stamp, it was the original pump, and after 18, nearly 19 years and 127,000 miles, that pump was on its way out. The bearing was getting stiff and noisy, so I was very glad to get that pump out of there. I took a good look at it. It's made in Germany, though I can't find who actually makes that, so nothing more I can tell you. I compared it to the new pump, and it looks like Volvo have decided to buy the pump from somewhere else at some point, because the casing on the new pump is a little bit different to the one I removed, and the impeller is a completely different design. There's no markings whatsoever on the new pump. According to the box, it's made in the United Kingdom, Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.